welcome to another episode Talk to L. It's your boy L King L Poet, and leo tuna Mng'aro Mtaani, si ndio? Tuko lucky summer and we have a great story and just a fact. Unajua age sahi kuna vitu tunachukulia ni kama ni si serious. Kusikia kuna mtu mahali ana nguo, kusikia kuna mtoto anatembea uchi, tunaona labda ni hiyo ni mzazi wake ndiye amelalisha, but actually kuna families hapa nje ziko vulnerable and it's upon us. Najua unakonga na boxer extra kama ya mwenzangu some loko hapo, na ya Raf najua kuna shati ulivaa 2020. Hii ni nguo unaweza peana sahi na msiasi asitembee uchi, si ndio? Tufichane uchi. Mi upenda kusema hivi like touch humans beyond your human touch, because hiyo kitu kidogo unasema ni kidogo itakuwa ni furaha ya msee. So karibuni sana. I hope I am sure hii story lazima itatung'arisha macho, tufunguke zaidi, tuone ni nini tunaweza fanya kwa society. Stay tuned. Karibu sana. Sitakutambulisha kwa majina but I'll give you your privilege. So unajulikana kama nani?
Mimi naitwa Torrez omoll. Hiyo ndio jina inajulikana nayo, but ile jina inajulikana sana. Inajulikana kama Mng'aro Mtaani.
Mng'aro Mtaani.
Yeah.
So what's the idea behind Mng'aro? Because unajua sheng wise Mng'aro inamaanisha luku, si ndio?
Yeah.
So maybe ilikam aje yo term Mng'aro?
I think sometimes in life watu wana pass through a lot. Na tunasema life is a teacher. So mimi nimelelewa mtaa wa Korogosho. Na huko ndio nimekaa. Na after hapo kumekuwa na lot of things zenye zimehappen. Mpaka ikalead mimi nikakuja kujua hii life kuna vitu zenye wewe unaweza taka kukuwa nayo lakini huwezi pata, na wengine wako nayo hadi wanazitupa. So to cut the long story short, ile time kidogo nimekuwa chuo, tumepass a lot, nimekuwa dump site juu ya ile life yenye tuko nayo. Unajua kwetu coach ilikuwa karibu na Dandora dump site. So most of the time tuko naenda huko dump site. So tukakuwa unajua tu life ya slum. Unapata madhako anafunga tu leso moja daily. Jirani yako the same, wewe pia the same. Alafu inafika pale sasa tunafika at teenage. Ile unataka kupiga luku na una chochote. Chuo pia ilikuwa ngani problem. Unaenda na uniform, you go with one uniform. Like you don't have the uniform is meant to be the Sunday best. You can't even go to church because you don't know where you have to wash it and go with it to school tomorrow. So when now this time came to my life, because I can recall when I was at a very early teenage, we used to admire people dressing well, but we could not afford that. So it forced us to kuiba. Mtu akianika nguo yake smart, you unaweza anua because you also want to. And I see a lot of my friends could be beaten. That is the era whereby ungeanika kiatu moja kama hii yangu yenye nimevaa, unayanika kwa kina Sam, na ingine unayanika kwa kina Kevo to secure it. But now when I finished up with my college, now I decided what solution can I bring? What change can I bring to my community? So that's when now I started to come up with this Mng'aro Mtaani. Mng'aro Mtaani is like kung'ara mtaa. So I took my own clothes. I started with my own clothes, with my family clothes, and then I donated them to the area, the hood where I was living. Then I saw these people taking these clothes and putting them on. Then I come to realize that it is because they didn't have something to put on. I saw a change immediately, and that one motivated me.
When did you officially start this like kutoa, like unaweza sema ni mwaka gani ulianza?
I'm a giver by default. Even when I was at a very young guy, I love sharing. I could give my clothes, I could give my sweets, I could give my breakfast, I could share. So I can't tell you when did I start sharing, but when did I realize that now I'm sharing? Is when I was after the college. Is when now I realized now I can make it. I can do something, I can bring a change to my community. And the power of the media, which is the social media, I use that tool to bring change to my community. Yeah, so I did mass communication, but when now I graduated, I decided to do something on a social media whereby I can support people through social media locally. That's why Mng'Aro Mtaani is you give us your clothes, then we give somebody in the mtaa. So it's just a local based thing. It is not an international thing that we are expecting somebody from somewhere
outside,
from outside the country to support us with the clothes.
So when you started, like what was the first hoodie? Ilikuwa ni hoodie
Yeah,
kwa-
Korokocho.
Korokocho.
Yeah, coach. I told you very well. When I started this thing, I started it where at my hood, residential where I was living. But after graduation, I moved out of Korokocho. Now I was living somewhere. That is where now I started bringing clothes from where I spoke to my neighbors where I was living. They decided to support me with a few clothes, and then I brought them there. So that is how now I discovered that these people really need more clothes than what they have now. Yeah.
Because actually it's a true story na tuchochi. Because I remember, unajua mimi na loko tumegrow from Totoni. Wenyewe ilikuwa nafika krisi, tunaona watu wamerock ma 03. Si wenyewe tunajiangalia tunasema but so it's true, by the way guys, it's true. Hiki tu si jokes. People are lacking na wana lack genuinely.
I can recall there's a time tulikuwa tunalia mimi na best yangu. Watu wamevaa mafubu.
Bas nazikumbuka.
Na sisi naye madhe ana chochote hadi chapo yezi nuka kwetu like that thing really nikikumbukanga up to today bado mo feel ni kama life is a journey. But hiyo ndio vitu pia zile ni push. Juu pia vijana wengi wameingia kwa crime because they want to put on well. Wanataka ku dress fiti. There's a time kuna era yenye watu wananyang'anywa hadi kofia. Kuna era yenye mpaka watu wananyang'anywa masavco, umeweka jeans, umekutana na watu wamekuambia sisi tutakuibia, toa kila kitu. Yeah, so I think tulikuja tukareduce ile crime rate kwa slum because tulianza kupeana manguo, alafu watu wakaanza kuingia, watu wa ubabini kutoka social media, I big up them, wakaanza kuleta manguo zao, maboys wakaanza kupata maviatu, mademo wakaanza kupata manini, so vitu zikaanza kukam. So far, up to now over 60,000 people have benefited.
And initiative imeran for how long?
Mng'aro Mtaani started 2010. That is now when I realized that now the name coming, but back years I was still giving back. I was still giving back without the name Mng'aro Mtaani. Then now I registered it in 2015 officially. Through giving clothes, we have also spotted other challenges within the community. Because you cannot be giving. You need also to see. So when we were giving, we used to experience a lot of things. Sometimes there's a mother who is coming out and anakwambia msichana wangu alimaliza form 4 hakuna kitu anafanya. Wengine wanakuambia nimelala njaa. You see? Wengine wanakuambia, mademo wanakuambia manze, I'm sorry but amwezi pata pads. Mimi natumia matambara. So after that we come up with the menstrual hygiene, number 1, because we were meeting a lot of young mothers. And this menstrual hygiene talks ndio tuliintroduce number 1. Because tulikuwa napata young mothers wengi wanapigwa ball kwa sababu wanaogopa kuambia maparo zao kununulia sanitary towels. So it was like a myth. So we decided to break the silence through giving them pads and bringing them mentors who can talk to them. Then now we see them opening up. After opening up now, we started, the boys also, they were telling us, brother, mimi sina kitu ya kufanya. So we came up with a drug and substance abuse talks and pia stories of crime kwa mtaa. So these talks really motivates a lot of youths And then now we started to identify those people when you're do something with their lives. So we started to come up with something called empowerment. Empowerment in terms of connecting them with organizations that can transform their lives. For us, we only give them life skills. But for the organizations, we refer them to those organizations so that they can acquire skills that can support them in their day-to-day life. Yeah, so that is a minimum. Then after then, because now we were donating clothes, we saw an aspect of environment, because so many people globally, not only in Kenya, globally across the world, they are dumping their clothes. Sometimes these are the clothes that end up blocking the sewer lines and blocking the system and bringing some clothes don't decay. Yeah. So we decided to collect clothes in Kenya, and the clothes are coming from all over, Mombasa, everywhere, and this one is also bringing sanity to the communities and other places where people live. Because if you cannot throw your clothes and you give us and you give it to somebody else, then that means your area will be safer and cleaner. So we value environment. We also plant trees along the river. As per now, when you are getting in here, you saw the way the trees are being and the way the flowers. I love nature.
Yeah.
I love nature, and everything about me is about nature. Even you can see the grass that you're sitting on. Yeah, so that one is the other thing. If you come, then lastly, there's something that we cannot cut. That is a disaster response. Most of the time, you find that there's small disasters. Like there's e.g. these slums. Mathare is the mother of all, the mother of fire every time. So most of the time we respond with what we have, that is beddings, clothing, because people know that we have clothes, and we also know that we have clothes. Whenever we see any inferno, disaster, we go there and respond with whatever we have. So we have been responding with clothes. That one is within Nairobi County. Even last time we partnered with the governor, the High Excellency Governor Kananu, the one that took place in Nyando. We were there. So disaster response is also key to Mng'aro Mtaani. Yeah. So in empowerment, we have empowered around 300 young people with skills, and in partnership, we have taken them to vocational trainings whereby they undergo whatever they want to pursue. And also we have a project that is running which is called Dada Digital, whereby we have a partner who is only empowering young mothers with digital skills. That is web design, graphic design, and anything within that bracket. Yeah. So our main focus, as per now, is to come up with a fashion design school.
Fashion design.
Yeah, this is a big dream for Mng'aro Mtaani, whereby we can start now making our own clothes, and we can start now employing our own people, and we can start now giving them, making their own, and also getting their money. That is number one. Number two, now that we are also dreaming of coming up with the Mng'aro Empowerment Center. You can see it somewhere. Mng'aro Empowerment Center. It's a center whereby it is a one-stop center, whereby we have young mothers, a lot of young mothers in the slums. And what I have come to realize is that nobody's taking care of them. And we need to bridge that gap by coming up with somewhere. Because you see, our sisters, some of them, they didn't even finish up their schools. They were pregnant. They were impregnated, and now they have lost that morale of going to school. they can't go back again, some of them. And some of them I appreciate and I give them thumbs up, they go back to school. But now the ones that have not managed to go to school, we need to come up with an empowerment center where they can learn hairdressing. These small skills that can help sustainable can help them to sustain their lives.
Are you working with other people?
Yes, I told you very well that we are working in partnership because I am just a roof. We have the windows and the doors and everything. We have our advisory board whereby we have our website, you can see them. And we also work in partnership with the community health workers, the churches and the administration. That is how we work. And the youth groups. During pandemic, we had a program that was running dubbed Lunch Mtaani. Yeah, so this Lunch Mtaani, we came up with this idea because everybody was not having money at that moment. Yes. And children were reluctant, they were not going to school, and their parents were jobless at that time. So we came up with a Lunch Mtaani program whereby we serve them lunch every Saturday at their playing grounds and within the community. We were targeting 4,500 children per day, and mark you that we served over 100,000 children. That is from Madhare, Korokocho, Mukuru kwa Jenga, Dandora, Lakisama, Babadogo. So we also want to thank our donors. We also to thank our supporters and the people that have been making Mng'Aro Mtaani move to the next level. Transport is key. Whenever people call me to go and collect clothes, I tell them frankly, please, just use our how do you call it, our PIN, drop them to our center. Because we are not making money here. We are only giving back. And that is the big reason why most of the time you will get me more involved with my family than many people. Because you see, when people come in, they expect a lot.
Maybe they expect a salary.
Yeah, and that salary is not there. So that's also another big challenge. But I thank God we have achieved, and we are going to achieve it. Through God, through prayers and everything. Because sometimes recently, we winded up that Lunch Mtaani, and a new baby is born. We have the big calabash, whereby nowadays we make porridge. I wish you came earlier. We make porridge here for children. It's called the big calabash, whereby the children can enjoy porridge, and it's also nutritious, and we have a talk with the children at this holiday season. So everything comes. Whenever this door closed, this door open. When you're doing good, and I want to urge my fellow friends and fellow youths, whenever you have anything in your mind, don't despite it. Just move on. Don't look on who is supporting you or who is not supporting you. It is your dream. Pursue it.
Where do you see Mng'Aro Mtaani in the next, let's say, 5 years?
Yeah, I see a very tall building with a lot of rooms. These rooms are classes and a hall. And my office at the basement, or maybe at the upper at the rooftop, and many people getting out and getting in, acquiring skills. I would love to see people transformed when they get into this organization. We are seeing Mng'Aro Empowerment Center is going to empower a lot of young people, and when they become fathers, even their children will be empowered within that Mng'Aro Mtaani.
And with your story, like just you saying that coming up was a big challenge, and what do you think poses it's like the biggest threat in terms of us youth transforming, even despite us coming from a humble background? Because kuna ile mental cell. So if you don't see yourself growing, then you can never grow.
Yeah, one is self-esteem and self-respect. if you don't respect yourself, then no one will respect you. If you can't care of yourself, then no one will care about you. But we tend to be so further than our father when we reach a certain age of teenage. Then we start seeing our guardians, our parents, as young people, and kama watu wanasumbua, forgetting that they have also passed through this journey. So when you decided to become wild, there's something that you asked me when we were there, and I told you, you can't be told don't do this. You asked me about how do I deal with young guys who differ from going to school, and after funding the whole course for him or her. And I told you very well that even if it was your father taking you to school and you decided that you don't want to go to school, will your father follow you again? No, he will tell you, let the world will teach you. Yeah, so we young people, we need to be very focused with our life. Please, if you're a young guy and you're watching this, please just take 5 years and add on top of whatever year that you have. Then start to reason like that added year. If you have 12 years, add 5 years. Now start to reason like a 17-year-old. If you're 20 years, add 5 years. Then start reasoning like 25 years old. Because that one will now make your brain and your mind start waking up. Because if you are 20 years and you reason like a 16-year-old, you're taking yourself behind. You still want to sleep in your mother's home. You still want to ask mommy, fridge, ufungue nini. But if you start focusing like a 5-year plus, unaweza kuona hapa kwetu sifai kukaa, nafaa kukuwa na nyumba yangu, nafaa kukuwa na TV yangu, nafaa kukuwa na this. Then that is how you will achieve before your years. And that is how, for me, maybe for me, I achieved because I came from a very humble background, from a family that doesn't have anything, and that one really pushed me to the wall, to go to school and focus on whatever I was doing, and now start thinking big, achieving what I could achieve when I was 40, and achieving what I could achieve when I was 30, at 23.
Yeah. When we were coming to your place, we saw a poster.
Yes.
So you were running.
I know you. I knew you must come.
Unajua vijana lazima wasimame.
Yeah. Okay. This one is very open, brothers and sisters. No man is limited. One, I've been serving this community for several times. 2, the community knows me. 3, they want now to empower me. You know, I've been empowering them. And now they want to empower me. We had a very big and a very prolonged discussion. And they told me that, Torrez, we know your heart, we know who you are, we know what you can do to us, and the little that you've been getting, you've been supporting us with. Now we want to empower you to an MCS seat. They are the ones who came and sit down. The religious, the community leaders, those guys. And then they looked for something, and then they give me small fund to go and register as a member of a county assembly.
So which county assembly are you representing?
I'm going to represent Ruaraka constituency, Lakisama ward. This Lakisama ward. And I believe they are the ones with the votes, and when they decide. Because this area, we have given it to two. This is a virgin ward. It has only conquered twice. It's the larger Babadogo, but now splitted. But the guys that we've been giving these seats, they are not for the community.
They are people from other places.
No, they are not for the community. They are there for themselves.
For themselves.
Yeah. They don't want to give back. They don't want to support anything. They're just there for themselves. So this time round, I know that I'm going to represent my place, and I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. I'm going to even explore more for my community, and that's why the reason that I'm going to vie on a Kanu ticket as a member of a county assembly.
Then just to deviate kiasi in terms of leadership, you see, I'm quoting our former president when he was being I need to kuapishwa. He said, "Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be of service to you." So from what I learned from me is that leadership is service. So wewe kwako, what is leadership?
It's understanding your people. Yeah, it's about participation. Public, it's all about participation. Me, I'm going only to bring a big role, something called public participation. For example, are you married? No.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
No, yes. Bro, you are not sure whether you are. No, you are not sure whether you are married.
I'm married.
Yeah. So if you get into a supermarket after you have like some cash, will you go and start picking things and then taking them to your wife?
No.
What will you do?
First, you need to ask your wife.
Yes, you'll call. So for me, if they send me to the county, I will see them, I will get the money, and I will ask them, niko kwa supermarket, ninunue nini? So I will come down and ask them, we have 12 million. What can we do with this money? So that we can bring that public participation, which has been lacking for the long time. Yeah. Unasukia tu barabara inatengenezwa. Unasukia imewachwa. Unashindwa ni nini? So mimi naenda kuleta uwazi, usawa na maendeleo. Na mimi nimeamini kwa Mungu. My slogan is usawa na maendeleo, mkuu ni Mungu.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to continue doing what I've been doing to the vulnerable. As my slogan, Mng'Aro Mtaani, we value the vulnerable. I'm going to serve everybody with whatever they want. As long as unatoka kwa hii area, uko na kura ya hapa, wewe utasaidika. Guys, I just want to ask you who is watching this video. There's some people, kuna watoto, there's a woman ama a mother somewhere who is sleeping down na anapatia mtoto wake blanketi analalia. Please, if you have 2 blankets, 2 mattresses, anything that you want to donate, don't hesitate, because we have children when you not share 1 plate kwa nyumba yao, and yet you have more zenye wewe mwenyewe utazipeleka wapi. So I would love to urge you guys, if you want to support us in giving back and making a smile to another family, don't hesitate. Anything that you have, be it ni chair, be it ni nini, we have also a program dubbed Adapt a Family, whereby unaweza chukua viti zako upeleka kwa familia nyingine kwa slum, na wewe ukinunua zako mpya, hiyo ni direct, wewe utaenda tu wapatie. So please, we urge you guys, we cannot come for your goodies, we don't have transport. Personally, we are also looking for your support, because we are looking forward ndio tuweze ku satisfy everybody's need. Nobody's being paid. So if you have anything that you want to give, make sure that umetudrop ya kwa center yetu. So when I started Mng'Aro Mtaani, watu walidhani mimi ni wazimu. Ule kijana mwenye nakotanga manguo kwa magorofa alafu anaziweka chini, huyo kijana amechizi. Wengine, some of them thought that mimi ni malimali. But what I want to tell you, hakuna mwenye uona kenye wewe unataka kulikushinda wewe. So if you have any dream of starting anything, usiangalie watu watakuona aje. Make it. Hata wenye wametengeneza ndege walikuwa wanacheza tu na vitu hivyo, kusema ule mtoto ni wazimu. Ndege iliburuka na ikaenda. Success is only celebrated when it has succeeded. But when you are starting, utarushwa chini. I have won several awards with Mng'Aro Mtaani. And these awards are the ones who have made me who I am today. Many people. What makes me happy? When you come up with a slogan or with a product or with something, and then now people started imitating it. Sasa ndio unajuanga uligundua kitu. So start your own, be your own, be focused, and love whatever you love and love whatever you want to do. Despite of how much you have. Brain ulipewa bure, macho ulipewa bure, and the things that you can do ziko tu within your locality. Ona kitu kidogo yenye unaweza solve, then solve it. The rest tuachia Mungu. Mungu wabariki.
So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the episode. As I told you, hii itakung'arisha mawazo. Like there's a lot we can do in our hood, and remember, in easy humble stories ndo zina bring transformation. Like we don't have to wait for akina Billy Gates huko ama nini. We are our own Billy Gates hapa, and as I said, we just need a rich heart, because out of that richness a lot of things it will grow and will be impactful to the society. So me and our urge to, like, let's stand with Mng'aro Mtaani, since we share the same stories, we understand what is a struggle. So definitely hata wewe kama umepitia the same, please, if you have that something extra, that a shilling, that shirt, please just reach out kama imeshindikana tupate sisi Ghetto TV. We'll ensure that hizi vitu zimeland Mng'aro Mtaani, and also we'll share the handles za torrez na Mng'aro Mtaani hapa. So reach out and make a difference. It always feels good when you see that whatever something umefanya, it's impactful to someone. So guys, thank you very much for watching. It's your boy L King L Poet, and please remember to share. First remember to watch, then remember to like, and then share. And kama uja subscribe, hiyo button ya red isiwake red sana na una watch, please just click subscribe, and let me see you in our next episode. So bye bye.